What is up, beautiful? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Zosha Dadal. If you didn't fucking know, so today we're going to be talking about a really special topic, and it's going to be why God has isolated you. So let's get into it, you guys. So guys, let me just go ahead and jump right in. If you don't have friends, you don't really click with your family, you're considered like the black sheep. Even if you go to work, like you don't really seem to click with the people there. Maybe even you've lost your job, and you just feel you're just alone all the time, okay? You may even feel lonely sometimes. So the reason that God has isolated you from your friends and family, okay, is that He wants you to be alone, okay? He wants you to actually be alone. The reason that God wants you to be alone is because when you're alone and sometimes you feel lonely, you're more inclined to come to God, okay? You might be finding yourself spending more time out in nature. You might be more inclined to pray. You might even cry, which is really good because you are purging old emotions that you may not have even known were there. And when you spend more time out in nature, you actually, connect to the universe, you connect to God, and you connect to your higher self, okay? God wants you to actually feel pretty much like He's your only friend, because to tell you the truth, guys, God really is your only true friend. He's the only one that really understands you on the deepest level that, another one can understand another one, okay? And He wants you to know that. He wants you to know that He's there for you. He wants you to know that He has your back. He wants you to know that He's got you, He wants you to know that He's the one that you can depend on, the only one that you can actually depend on. Sometimes when we go through difficult times in life and stuff like that, and we need to lean on other people, you can lean on people only for a little while, until they start to fucking get tired of you. I'll tell you guys that. Nobody wants you to have your hand out to them all the time. Nobody wants you asking them for something all the time. Nobody wants you crying to them all the time, okay? If you need to purge your tears, you can go to God, and talk to Him like He's your friend, and cry to Him like He's your friend, and you can ask Him for the things that you need and the things that you want without judgment. God is the only one that understands, your heart posture and where you're truly coming from. And He wants you to know that He's there for you. A lot of people go through everyday life. We tend to forget about God. Okay, so God is calling you back to Him because He actually loves you very much, and He wants to spend time with you. Can you imagine, like, you have a child, and the child, grows to be older and doesn't even call you, doesn't come by the house, doesn't look for you at all, like you don't hear from your child. That's how, you should look at the perspective of God. God the Father wants you to, He wants you to know that He's there for you. He doesn't want you to forget about Him, because that actually, hurts Him a lot. And when you forget about God, you tend to do things that will lead you astray, okay? Like, things that are not really godly behavior, okay? So, the older you get, especially being, a young person and then growing into your adulthood, there's a lot of temptation out in the world, and, God doesn't want you to be living that kind of lifestyle. He wants you to be close to Him and stay, close to Him so He can protect you. The reason that He's isolated you is because a lot of people around you, maybe you think that they're your friends, but in actuality, you can't trust them. God hears conversations in the rooms that we are not in, okay? And that's why sometimes, people will actually, disappear from your life and things like that, because God doesn't even want to allow them to get close to you. So God wants you to isolate yourself so that you can come back into your true being, so that you can come back into your true self. You can go back into your, your purest stance, so that you can be closest to God, okay? Like I said, crying is something that may happen when God isolates you, because I hear a lot of people saying, I don't have any friends, and this and that, and they're really bothered by that. But what we need to understand is that God is our one true friend. He's like the first, one that you should look to for any advice or any help or anything that you're going through in life, any, heartbreak, any hurt. You need to go to God. And so yeah, you guys, God wants us to be totally and completely dependent on Him. He wants us to not even depend on ourselves. He wants us to know that He's the one in control of our life, okay? You are in control of your destiny, but God is in control of your life. You have a preordained destiny over your life by God. And a lot of people actually have special callings over their life from God, and you don't really even know it. So God is pulling you away from the world so He can pull you back closer to Him, so that He can use you. He is actually, what it boils down to is what the Father wants, is He wants to be able to use you. He wants you to come to Him so that He can, use you to fulfill His purpose, okay? A lot of times, it is hurtful because we're so accustomed of being out in the world. Depending on your upbringing and things like that, we're accustomed of being out in the world and, having friends, partying, having a good time, going to do this, going to work, doing whatever we want. But there's a certain point in your life where God says, okay, you've had your fun and now you need to come back to me and I need to use you now. So when God isolates you, I want you guys to start looking at it not as a discomfort, okay? It will feel uncomfortable, because it is new again for you, okay? It's new for you. It's a new reality, especially those of you guys who come from like a really big family and really big friend groups and stuff like that. I know it's hurtful, but God, you should actually consider a privilege when God, you guys, you should actually find it as a great privilege when God isolates you, because He wants to use you. God does not use everyone in the way that He probably wants to use you. There are a lot of people out in the world that, they live fake lives, okay? They have fake friends, they have a fake reality, they have fake happiness, okay? And it seems, looking from the outside in, it seems like they're having fun, they're having a good time. But when those people go home, all those people that they party with, joke with, hang out with, can they really call on any one of those people in their time of need? Okay? So God is calling you away from that fake reality so He can bring you into, into your true self and your true reality, so that He can actually use you. A lot of times earlier in life, we don't know our preordained or predestined purpose. But once you see that God isolates you and you start to feel alone, consider it a privilege, because God actually sees something in you that most likely you don't even see in yourself yet, and He does want to use you, okay? So I'm here to tell you guys, if you feel very isolated, from your normal reality, okay, feel privileged and embrace it. Take time. If you, got fired from your job today, embrace it, okay? Don't fucking crash out. If you got, hurt from your friend group today, I know it's gonna bring tears to your eyes, you guys. Like, trust me, I know. But embrace it, okay? It's okay to feel those human emotions of loneliness and, sadness, even from losing the reality that you're used to. But thank God for revealing certain things to you, because if you're around a group of fake friends, like, who the fuck really wants that? Like, it might seem fun for a little while, but after you find out, like, you're the brunt of all their jokes and everything like that, like, that's not really where you need to be, and that's not really where you want to be. The only reason that they invite you is because, you're the pretty one, or you can get them into the club, or you know they just use you for whatever benefit they can get from you. But God doesn't use you, okay? Not in that manner. When God wants to use you is to use you for his purpose, for the greater good of the kingdom of heaven, and to also to improve your soul, to help you, because the more you do work for God, the closer you are to him, and the better chance you have of getting into the kingdom of heaven, in the afterlife. Okay, so I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys, when you feel isolated and you're alone, embrace it, because it's actually a blessing from God that he's pulling you away from the worldly ways that you may have become accustomed to, and he needs you to come closer to him so he can actually use you. Okay, so you guys, pretty much that's it on the topic. I'm trying not to really make the videos too long, for you guys, but just to really get to the point of the topic, and just embrace your solitude. Solitude is a really beautiful thing. Like I can't express to you guys. Yeah, girl, I actually really enjoy being alone. Just to tell you guys, I don't really keep friends. If this is your first video that you've watched of mine, I intentionally do not keep friends. There's a couple people that I will acquaint with, but I don't really associate with people for my own personal reasons. And I really enjoy my solitude. Like, there's so many things that you guys can do. Like I told you in another video, try to start journaling, try to get in touch with your inner child, try to start doing art. I'm an artist, you guys. Maybe in another video I will show you guys some of my art, but go outside in nature, practice meditation, practice prayer. There's so many things that you can do other than being at work with a bunch of fake people, being around a fake friend group, being on your cell phone all day long, watching TV all day long. All of these things are like real big distractions that take us away from the Father, and we really need to be conscious of the fact that we need to spend time with God. I am not Muslim, you guys, but I actually really respect the Muslim faith, because no matter what they're doing during the day, they will pray several times a day. They will get down on their knees and make sure, like, it's time for God. Like, they will go and pray. Like, I really respect that. If you guys are Muslim, like, I really, really respect your culture and your way of life, But yeah, guys. Anyways, I love you guys so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment if you would like to see any specific video from me, you guys. Yeah, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Remember to comment a hibiscus emoji, because you guys know that's my island flower. If you feel like this information helped you in any way, go ahead and donate to my Cash App if you would like to. I'll put it right here, you guys. And other than that, I will see you in my next video. Stay blessed until next time. Bye.